classes. I am Dr. Velavan, Faculty, School of Management, Shastra, deemed University. To the continuation of the previous session, now we are going to solve some practical problems. Problem 1. The selling price of a particular product is 100 and the marginal cost is 65. During the month of April, 800 units were produced, of which 500 units were sold. There was no opening stock at the commencement of the month. Fixed cost amounted to rupees 18,000. Provide a income statement using A. Marginal costing technique, B. Absorption costing technique, showing the closing stock valuation and profit earned under each principle. Here, in this problem, ask you to prepare a income statement based on marginal costing and absorption costing technique. In marginal costing, the product cost that equal to marginal cost or variable cost. Here we have to take only variable cost or marginal cost as a product cost. In absorption costing, product cost that equal to marginal cost plus fixed cost. Here both costs will be taken into consideration for preparation of income statement. So once again you read the problem, understand the problem, how many units are they produced, how many units they were sold, how many units remain unsold. So the selling price of a particular product is 100 and the marginal cost per unit is 65. The difference between these two is called contribution. It is for marginal costing technique. So here number of unit produced, number of unit produced (800 units), number of units sold 500 units, the balance 300 remains unsold. This is closing stock in units. So here we have to calculate the value of this 300 units based on the marginal cost technique and absorption costing technique. In marginal cost technique, we considered only marginal cost as a product cost. So we calculate the value of 300 units based on the marginal cost. Here we considered marginal cost plus fixed cost as a product cost. So we calculate the value of 300 units based on cost of production, based on fixed cost plus marginal cost. So this technique we are going to apply and we prepare a income statement. So now we prepare income statement in absorption costing technique. So here you have to provide 3 columns, column 1, column 2, column 3. Column 1 is a particular column, column 2 is rupees, then column 3 is rupees. This is inner column and outer column. Whatever you add and delete some figure, it should be done in the inner column. So first you take sales. So already you know the format, already we discussed how we can calculate, we have to calculate the income statement in both methods. So sales 500 units into 100 per unit. This is number of units sales and selling price per unit is 100. So 500 into 100, 50,000 rupees. Less cost of production. So already I told you in absorption costing, the cost of production includes both marginal cost as well as fixed cost. So here we have to take both the cost, the marginal cost. So marginal cost is not only for number of units sold, here we have to take number of units produced. So the marginal cost for 800 units into 65 per unit, so 52,000, because number of units produced were 800 units. The fixed cost is for 18,000. So total of these two figure is 70,800. This is cost of production. So sales minus cost of production, this is profit. So suppose the closing stock is available, here you have to deduct closing stock, the final figure will be profit. So the cost of production is 70,800. Now you have to calculate closing stock, because the number of units produced 800, number of units sold 500, so 300 units remain unsold. This is closing stock. Now we have to find out the value of 300 units based on cost of production. This cost of production is for 800 units. So you take 70,800 divided by 800. So now you will get cost of production per unit into multiply by 300. So this is the value of closing stock. So now you deduct this closing stock from cost of production. So here 43,750. So the profit is 6,250. Here the answer is 6,250. So cost of production 70,800 less closing stock 26,250. The difference between these two 43,750. This is sales. This is actual cost of 500 units. So the difference between these two is profit 6,250. So you put one note, the closing stock is valued at cost of production. This is cost of production. We valued this 300 unit, value of this 300 unit on cost of production. So this is the way of preparing income statement in absorption costing. Now preparation of income statement in marginal costing technique. Here also you have to provide three columns, particulars, rupees. So sales 500 units, number of units 500, selling price per unit 100, so 50,000, less marginal cost. So in absorption costing, we consider marginal cost as a production cost. So 800 unit into 65, 52,000. Here you have to deduct closing stock. In marginal costing technique, closing stock will be calculated based on the marginal cost. So the marginal cost is 52,000 divided by 800, 52,000 divided by 800. Now you will get marginal cost per unit, multiply by 300. This is the value of closing stock. So cost of production 52,000, closing stock 19,500. So this is the actual cost for 500 units. Then, so the difference between sales minus marginal cost is called contribution. Now you deduct fixed cost separately from the contribution. So it gives a negative figure. So it is loss. So here also you have to give one note. The closing stock is valued at marginal cost. based. Now problem number 2. Find out the marginal cost from the following. Here in this problem, they ask you to find out only marginal cost, the amount of marginal cost. So direct materials 10,000, direct wages 12,000, direct overheads 13,000, variable overheads 8,000, fixed cost 15,000. But they ask you to find out only marginal cost, value of marginal cost. Marginal cost that equal to direct material plus direct labor plus direct overheads plus variable expenses. This is one type of formula to find out marginal cost. So marginal cost that equal to material, labor, overhead plus variable expenses. Or one more formula you can use for computation of marginal cost, prime cost plus variable cost. Here prime cost is nothing but direct material plus direct labor plus direct overheads. So here these are all the two formulas you have to use to find out the answer, the marginal cost. So the first formula, marginal cost that equal to direct material, direct wages, direct expenses and variable overheads. In this problem, 10,000 direct material, direct wages 12,000, direct expenses 13,000 and variable overheads 8,000. So now the aggregate value of all the items is 43,000. So here the marginal cost is 43,000. Or already I told you, you can use one more formula for computation of marginal cost. The formula is prime cost plus variable overheads. The prime cost is 35,000. So 35,000 is what? How this 35,000 is arrived? So here you take direct material, direct labor, direct overhead. So direct material 10,000, direct labor 12,000, direct expenses 13,000 plus variable 13,000, that's all. So the total of these three figures 10,000, 13,000, 12,000 is called 43,000. 10, 12, 13 direct material, labor, expenses 10, 12, 13. So prime cost is 35,000, here 35,000, sorry, not 45, 35,000. Then you add variable overhead 8,000 plus 8,000. This is called marginal cost. So prime cost is nothing but 10,000, 12,000, 13,000 is 35,000. Then add with variable overhead. So now we will get the answer. Marginal cost is rupees 43,000. That's all. Problem number 3. Ascertain contribution. Prime cost 40,000, variable overheads 20,000, fixed overheads 30,000, sales 90,000. Here sales is given 90,000. What is the question? Find out contribution. So contribution that equal to sales minus variable cost. Here both costs are given, prime cost, variable cost and fixed cost. Here you will not consider fixed cost because they ask you to ascertain only contribution. So contribution is sales minus variable cost. So sales is 90,000. So variable cost is prime cost plus variable overhead. That's all. Prime cost 40,000. Variable overheads 20,000. So the total value is 60,000. So the contribution is 30,000. This is the answer. Very simple problem. You understand the problem, then you apply the formula, then automatically you will get the answer. So prime cost 40,000, variable overheads 20,000. Put together the value of contribution, variable cost is 60,000. The difference between sales and variable cost is called contribution. So answer is 30,000. Now you see the regular answer. So sales is 90,000. Variable cost or marginal cost, we have to take two figures. Already I explained. Prime cost plus direct overhead. Prime cost that equal to direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses. So prime cost 40,000, variable overheads 20,000. So marginal cost, total marginal cost is 60,000. So contribution is 30,000. This is the answer for this question. Problem number 4. From the following information, calculate contribution and profit. So in this problem, sales is given, marginal cost is given, fixed cost is also given. All relevant informations are given in the problem. Based on this relevant information, they ask you to find out contribution and sale, profit. So what is the formula? Here you have to use sales less marginal cost or variable cost. This is contribution. Less fixed cost. The balance is profit. But here they ask you to find out contribution as well as profit. So first you prepare one marginal cost statement. This statement is called marginal cost statement. First you prepare one marginal cost statement based on the information given in the formula. Automatically the answer will come. So sales 4 lakh is given in the problem. Variable cost 3 lakh is also given in the problem. Contribution is the difference between sales and variable cost. So 1 lakh less fixed cost 50,000. So the profit is 50,000. Very simple. You apply this formula. Sales minus variable cost that equal to contribution minus fixed cost. This is profit. So this is a formula I have used here. I used here to find out this figure as well as that figure. So you take sales 4 lakh less variable cost. This is contribution less fixed cost. This is profit. So this is the way of solving this problem. Next, we are going to discuss profit volume ratio, PV ratio. What is PV ratio? It is a ratio of contribution to sales. We need one ratio for contribution to sales. This is called PV ratio. So PV ratio that equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. This ratio indicates or expresses the relationship between sales and contribution. Sales and contribution. What is contribution? Contribution that equal to sales minus variable cost. So, the difference between sales and variable cost of in terms of rupee, this is contribution. The relationship between sales and contribution, this is called PV ratio. So, simply contribution is nothing but PV ratio. Suppose whenever the contribution is not given the problem, definitely PV ratio is given. Because already you know the PV ratio is contribution to sales. So, PV ratio is given. Take for example, sales 1 lakh, PV ratio 40,000, 40%. So, here the contribution that equal to, what is PV ratio? Contribution to sales is PV ratio. Here PV ratio is 40%, sales is 1 lakh. So, contribution is 40,000. That's it. Simply you apply this ratio on sales. So, 1 lakh into 40 by 100. So, contribution that equal to 40,000. So, this is a way we calculate contribution. It is calculated as follows. These are the formula usually we use to calculate PV ratio. So, PV ratio that equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. The one more formula is sales minus variable cost divided by sales into 100. The sales minus variable cost is contribution, divided by sales is common, into 100. Here we will take the net figure. Here we will take sales and variable cost. The difference between sales and variable cost is contribution, that's all. Then fixed cost plus profit divided by sales, because fixed cost plus profit is called contribution. It's a reversal way to calculate contribution. Here you recollect the marginal cost statement, sales minus variable cost, this is contribution, less fixed cost, this is profit. When sales and variable cost are not given in the problem, but fixed cost plus profit is given, so simply you add these two figures, the contribution will arise. So, when you will from top, here you will take the difference between sales and variable cost. When you will start from the bottom, here you take the aggregate value of these two figures, I mean fixed cost plus profit, the answer will come. So, this is one way of calculation of PV ratio. Usually, the PV ratio generally expressed as percentage on sales, because it is a sales based ratio. PV ratio is a sales based ratio. So, hereafter we are going to solve some problem with the help of these formulas. Sometimes the PV ratio will be calculated in some other way. When the problem is not given the periodical data, suppose they give only sales for a single period, take for example 98, variable cost for a single period, this is contribution, then fixed cost for a single period, this is profit. So, simply you have to calculate PV ratio with the help of the previous formula. But when the periodical figures are given, I mean periodical sales are given, periodical profit are given. Here you have to apply this formula. Take for example, sales period 1, period 2, it may be a same year or it may be a different year, no problem, or sometimes yearly based, no problem, but it should be a, usually it should be a same year. So sales 1 lakh for period 1, 1,20,000 for period 2. Profit for period 1 5,000, for period 2 is 2,000. That's all. So whenever this type of information are given the problem, you have to use this formula for computation of PV ratio. Here you take the changes of profit or change in profit. Here simply you have to apply the difference, that's all. Different. What is the difference between these two figure? 5,000, 2,000. The difference is 3,000. You don't worry about the negative as well as positive aspects. Simply you take only the figure divided by the difference between sales 20,000 into 100. The answer will be PV ratio. So this is a way of calculation of PV ratio when the periodical informations are given in the problem. So this formula also you have to keep in your mind, you have to store in your mind. So these are all the different formulas we are going to use to calculate PV ratio. PV ratio that equal to sales minus variable cost. The sales minus variable cost is contribution. So contribution to be sales into 100. Margin of safety that equal to profit to be PV ratio. This is the one more area we will discuss later. Here your focus will be only on PV ratio. Sometimes in the formula, sales per unit and variable cost per unit are given. So here when the per unit costs are given, simply you take the per unit cost, you calculate PV ratio, no problem. So contribution per unit divided by sales per unit into 100 is the PV ratio. The answer is same, don't worry. Then PV ratio that equal to changes in profit, changes in sales. Previously we discussed. PV ratio, profit divided by margin of safety. PV ratio, fixed cost with BEP in rupees into 100. PV ratio, 1 minus variable cost divided by 100 into 100 divided by sales. So these are all the different formulas you may use to find out PV ratio. Now we solve some problems in PV ratio. What is the PV ratio of the following information? Sales 2,50,000, variable cost 1 lakh, fixed cost 50,000. Already you know there are variable formulas are there, but here you have to extract the suitable formulas from the all the formulas will be very simple. So sales is 250, variable cost 1 lakh, so fixed cost is 50,000. So you calculate contribution that equal to sales minus variable cost. Sales is 250, 2,50,000, variable cost is 1 lakh. So contribution is 1,50,000. Now you apply the formula PV ratio that equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. So contribution that equal to 150, 1,50,000, sales 2,50,000 into 100. The answer may be in 40%, 60%. So the marginal cost statement, particulars rupees, sales 2,50,000, less variable cost 1 lakh, contribution 1,50,000. So fixed cost 50, then profit is 1 lakh. So here these are all the irrelevant information, don't worry. You take this figure and this figure for this answer. So contribution by sales into 100, contribution is 150, sales 250. So the answer is 60%. So here PV ratio that equal to 60%. Here you have a cross verification. You apply this 60% on sales. You apply this 60% on sales, the contribution will arise. The contribution will arise. This is a way of check your answer. Problem 2. From the following data, calculate variable cost. Here, they ask you to find out variable cost, not PV ratio, because PV ratio is given. Once the PV ratio is given in terms of percentage, immediately assume that sales that equal to 100%, 100. PV ratio that equal to 25%. This is a simple way. And also you write the equation, sales that equal to, contribution that equal to sales minus variable cost. Here sales, you assume that sales is 100, contribution is 25%, already I told you, contribution that equal to PV ratio, contribution that equal to PV ratio, it is in terms of percentage, it is in terms of rupees, that's all. These are all the difference. It is in terms of percentage, it is in terms of rupees, that's all. Once you apply this percentage on sales, the contribution will arise. So, contribution 25%, sales 100, so variable cost is 75%. So, based on this equation, you calculate variable cost directly, no problem. You apply 70% on sales, the variable cost will arise. So, here already I told you, here we assume that sales is 100, PV ratio 25%. So, PV ratio that equal to contribution, it is in terms of rupee, it is in terms of percentage, that's all. So, variable cost that equal to 75% on sales. So, sales 4 lakh, 70%, the variable cost is 3 lakh. This is the answer. Calculate PV ratio from the data given below. Already I told you, when the periodical information, different years information or information for different year or information for different period in a particular year. So, when the two sales and two profits are given the problem, here you have to apply this formula, PV ratio that equal to change in profit divided by change in sales into 100. Here change in profit 20,000, change in sales 4 lakh. So, multiply by 100, the PV ratio will come. So, this is a formula, change in profit, change in sales into 100, changes 80,000, sales 4 lakh, the difference into 100, the answer is 20%. Find out fixed cost from the following information. Here they ask you to find out fixed cost. So, sales is given, variable cost is given, loss is given, profit is not given, loss is given. So, here you prepare one marginal cost statement, sales 10 lakh plus variable cost 7 lakh. So, contribution that equal to 3 lakh, less fixed cost, it is a missing figure, but loss is given. This is a negative figure 1 lakh. So, contribution 3 lakh, but answer is loss. So, what will be the figure? This is 4 lakh. Then only the loss is arised. So, fixed cost is 4 lakh. So, this is the way of calculation of fixed cost based on this formula problem. Here sales 10 lakhs, variable cost 7 lakh, contribution 3 lakh, loss is 1 lakh is given. It is also the difference between these two. So, the answer is 4 lakh. Simply you have to add 3 lakh plus 1 lakh. This is 4 lakh. This is a way of calculation of answer. Ascertain contribution. Sales rupees 12 lakh. PV ratio 25%. Already I told you PV ratio on sales is contribution. PV ratio on sales is contribution. PV ratio 25%. Sales 12 lakh. So, 25% on sales, this is contribution. Very simple. 25% on sales. Here we assume that sales is 100, PV ratio is 25. So, PV ratio that equal to contribution. Therefore, contribution that equal to 12 lakh into 25 by 100, 3 lakh rupees. This is the answer for this question. Calculate the amount of contribution. Profit is 3 lakh, fixed cost is 4 lakh. Only two informations are given. Already told you the bottom line of the lower line of the marginal cost statement, the lower line informations of the marginal cost statements are given. So, profit plus fixed cost. So, here simply you prepare one marginal cost statement, sales less variable cost. This is contribution less fixed cost. This is profit. Here sales is not given, variable cost is not given, contribution is also not given, but fixed cost is given 4 lakh, profit is given 3 lakh. So, total of these figure is this question mark. So, 7 lakh. So, contribution is 7 lakh. So, answer is fixed cost plus profit. So, 4 lakh plus 3 lakh. So, 7 lakh. Problem number 7. From the following information, calculate profit. Sales 25 lakh, fixed cost 5 lakh, but PV ratio 30% on sales. So, once you apply this 30% on sales, contribution will arise. So, contribution that equal to 30% on sales. So, 7 lakh. 7,50,000 probably. So, contribution is 7,50,000. Fixed cost is 5 lakh. So, difference between contribution, fixed cost. So, profit that equal to fixed cost minus contribution minus fixed cost. So, contribution 7,50,000 minus fixed cost 5 lakh. So answer is 2,50,000. This is profit. So this is a way of calculation of this formula, this problem. Or sales is 25 lakh. This is one more way. Variable cost 70% of 25 lakh, 12,50,000. Sorry, 17,50,000. So 7,50,000 is contribution less fixed cost. So profit is 2,50,000. This is a way of calculation of profit. So sales 100%, PV ratio 30, variable cost 70% on sale, all percentage on sales, contribution S minus V, so 30%. So contribution is 7,50,000, apply 25 lakh into 30%. So profit is contribution minus fixed cost 750, 5 lakh. So answer is 2,50,000. The next problem. From the following data, calculate PV ratio. Sales 20,000 units at the rate of 20 per unit, 4 lakh. Variable cost 15 per unit, 3 lakh. Fixed cost 80,000. The question is PV ratio. So the PV ratio that equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. So first you calculate contribution. Contribution that equal to sales minus variable cost. Sales 4 lakh. Variable cost 3 lakh. So contribution is 1 lakh. So PV ratio that equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. So contribution 1 lakh, sales 4 lakh into 100 will be the answer of this question. So 4 lakh minus 3 lakh, 1 lakh divided by 4 lakh, the answer is 25%. These are all the another ways of calculation of the PV ratio in this formula, in this problem. But you apply all the formula, no problem. The answer will be the same. A company has a machine number 9 which can produce either product A or B. The cost data relating to machine A and B are as follows. Product A, product B, selling price 20, 30, variable cost 14, 18, contribution 6 and 12. Additional information, capacity of machine number 9 is 1000 hours. B, in 1 hour, machine number 9 can produce 3 units of A and 1 unit of B. Which product should made number 9 produced? So it is a decision making problem based on the contribution or positive contribution of the individual product. You have to give a opinion or suggestion. Simply you prepare one marginal cost statement. Sales 20 per unit, 30 per unit. This is for product A, this is for product B. Variable cost 14, 18. Contribution per unit 6, 12. Contribution per hour 8, then 18, 12. Because here you multiply by 3, here you multiply by 1. Because they produce 3 unit of product A and 1 unit of product B. So total contribution for 1000 units 18, 12. So how we can take a decision, how we have to take a decision? We have to take a decision based on which machine gives more contribution. So here product A gives more contribution than product B. So automatically product A should be recommended. So here contribution is the key factor for making decisions. The remaining problem will be solved during the next class. Thank you.